My name is Ivy, and I'm here today to talk about my initiative, Maya. I'm thankful to TEDx for giving us this chance to talk about our opportunity. I'm very happy to be joined by another female speaker, but I'm just very curious to find out about how many women is there present in the audience today. Could you please lift up your hands? Okay, my guess is it's around 20 to 30%. Well, next year at TEDxDhaka event, I'd like to see more women. So my focus of my talk today will be how women, especially in Bangladesh, need more information and resource to help them make informed choices. What I'll be talking about today. I'll be talking about the problem facing women in Bangladesh and how Maya can make important contribution to help them make informed choices. How many of you recognize this badge? It's the famous Superwoman Badge. I believe that all of Bangladeshi women deserve this badge because there's enormous pressure on women. Women are mothers, their wives, their grandmothers, daughters, not to mention mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, their corporate account holders, cleaners, chefs, and the list goes on. And I believe that a resource like Maya is going to bring them together and create a community. If I'm to dissect the women group between mothers and non-mothers, as non-mothers, if you are a student at a school, if you're going to college, or if you're someone working, women face more constraints than men. Women, they're expected to be home at a certain time, they're expected to be dressed in a certain way, and just a social pressure about how the women is perceived in their day-to-day lives and as their reputation. So I believe something like a community around you will make you more informed and fight for your rights even better. Moving on to the mothers. A mother leaving their child and going to work may just look very simple, but in fact, it's probably one of the hardest choices she makes in a day-to-day basis. Yes, women face harder choices in life between professional success and personal fulfillment. So the two key areas that remain hugely underserved is information and community. If we just take a little bit of look around information, there is lack of awareness about your own health, and there's no direct repository that helps women to understand that information and bring a community closer. But I'll look at that later. And there's also lack of awareness about the support and service already available in place. But I want to focus a little bit more on community. There's no single platform in Bangladesh that brings women together to talk about their experiences, their success stories, their issues, no platform to raise voice and raise concerns. There's immense knowledge going around, floating around, not currently getting captured, not getting shared. There's a lot of platform that's happening around Bangladesh. Again, the information is going around and not getting captured. Women face major health and social challenges. If we just take a look at the maternal health, 50% of women do not receive prenatal care, and 80% of births are not attended by skilled birth attendants. Something as more infuriating as domestic violence. 50% of women in urban areas are victims of physical abuse, and 90% choose to do nothing about it. 90%, and that is pretty shocking. Would they even know if they see it? Let me spend a bit of time and talk about the Maya story. This is St. Thomas's Hospital in London, where my daughter was born. I grew up in Chittagong mostly, and then in Dhaka before I moved to UK for my university, and later on pursue a career in the world of hedge funds. While I was pregnant, I quickly realized the importance of having useful information to hand and learning about my own body and overcoming the fear any first-time pregnant women would feel. While in London, I had access to multiple resources online, and it not only gave me factual information, but connected me to women with similar situation, and it helped me hugely to overcome any knowledge gap I had about pregnancy. It gave me a lot of choice to make informed decisions in front of my doctors. So I believe every woman, anyone who's present in this room, every woman in Bangladesh should have that chance to understand their body, know that knowledge, and be able to be comfortable to talk about with doctors and with anybody. And hence the idea of Maya was born. Maya is named after my mother, who's always been my inspiration throughout my life. So how does Maya fit into all this? Maya is a website, yes, but it's so much more. It's a means by which we'll reach a certain segment, but the offline element is just as important. Maya will do 3 simple things. It will provide women with access to information, and by doing so, it will create lots of localized content and popularize science. It will connect women with one another, and again, as a result, it will build a community and establish brand. And something I would like to call redistribution of knowledge. So make important content that is generated online, make it available to offline, and then engage offline group, capture their say, and bring it back to the online world. But as much as Maya is not just a website, the internet should just not be ignored. And I'll tell you why. Just as Cal mentioned the 2 famous examples about Google and Facebook, I'm doing the same thing. There's 300,000 monthly searches on pregnancy from Bangladesh alone per month. And over 60% of growth on Facebook accounts just under a year. This just shows where internet is going. If we take a closer look at where how Maya will reach women, Maya will reach women through PC and internet users. And our website, the dedicated website, maya.com.bd, will fill that gap. It will reach women through mobile phones, through smartphone and feature phones. It will reach women through local communities, so we're looking for partnership with NGOs, government, and medical centers. And again, Maya will reach young school students and universities by doing workshops and events in schools and universities. Just a little look on what we've been up to and what we are planning to do. In late 2011, we launched our website, maya.com.bd, and we established our monetization model. 2012, we are concentrating on focusing mobile and smartphone apps. And later this year, we are going to bring our offline element into plan. While all this is happening, we are constantly developing content, both in Bangla and English. I cannot stress enough the importance of Bangla content online. I think there is a huge gap, and we're trying to fill that gap slowly. So if you were to take any message from today's talk, women in Bangladesh do deserve this badge. There's an immense pressure on them to wear a lot of hats on their head. So let's do a little bit more to all help them out. Thank you all, and thank you TEDx for the opportunity today. Thank you.